I think the next week for you is going to be pretty interesting. I was asking about what's going to come up for you over the next 7 days. I think you're being manifested by someone. I feel like someone's trying to manifest you in their lives. Okay, or manifest something from you, at least. This is really interesting. King of Coins, it feels as though you kind of trust this person. This is a trustworthy person. This feels as though this is someone who, they have good intentions, they're good-natured, they're pretty secure in themselves, they're pretty stable, pretty trustworthy. I wonder whether you know them yet, or whether this person is just kind of like putting out into the universe that they want somebody who kind of like checks a lot of the boxes that you check. They want a lot of the things that you have going on, and the universe is just kind of like putting two and two together and it's sort of like matchmaking a little bit. You could work for that person, what they're asking for, and it seems like they match what you're asking for. So with that Empress, it really feels as though you don't necessarily have to do anything, but you're being viewed in this light of the image of, I want to steer away from using the term the image of perfection, but it's what's coming to mind. House plants might be relevant, and pink peonies. The Four of Wands. I literally feel like this is a matchmaking thing. Look, I've got the Dolls Tarot out today, but obviously Four of Wands, there's two sets of two wands on either side, and in between them is this garland, and I feel like this garland is like the matchmaking that is happening between you and somebody who seems to be like an equal. This is so funny, and it's also so cheesy, but I can't help the way that I'm reading this. Eight of Cups. Alright, the vibe has changed. The vibe has changed. Whoop. So specifically, Eight of Cups and the Emperor, you've been walking away from anybody recently who isn't giving you this Emperor energy. Like, you have a really strong idea of who you want to enter your life, and you've got, I mean, if you already know this person, then you have a really good idea already of like the fact that they probably kind of check a lot of these boxes. I feel like you've been walking away from any situation where you've just been like, this is faff, or why is this person acting like a child, or any situation where you see that somebody is kind of like not being a grown-up, basically not communicating effectively or anything like that. You've been actively walking away from it because it doesn't resonate with you, and I feel like the vibe between you and this person is like, the reason that you guys are a really good match together is because you're both kind of in this energy of looking for somebody who's going to be fun but going to take a connection seriously, who's going to show up. And that's not to say that you want this next connection that you get into to be your forever connection, like your soulmate, your person. Even if you want a casual connection, you still want consistency. You still want somebody to act like a grown-up, right? So I just feel like I'm just freaking yammering on. I'm here. Oh, the Four of Coins. I think you've been really strongly holding on to this vision of what you wanted to enter your love life for quite a long time. And so it seems like in some way you're kind of manifesting each other. You're manifesting each other's qualities more so than the actual people, the bodies attached to it, if you see what I mean. So you're being manifested into someone's life this week. They're being manifested yours. And then what? And then what? Justice. The Page of Swords. The necessary moves will be made to align you both with each other, bring balance into the way that you maybe get introduced into each other's lives. The Page of Swords is sort of like a curious energy which reserves judgment. So I sort of feel like, with this, maybe you guys, if you don't know each other, not 100% ready to enter each other's lives yet. There's still a few more details to iron out. With the Justice, there's still a little bit more like weighing up that the universe is trying to do here in terms of the matchmaking. But it'll come through soon. Like, it feels like it's progress here. So the details are kind of being ironed out this week. So maybe it doesn't feel like very much is gonna actually happen and materialize in terms of this connection this week, but it does feel as though you'll probably feel a bit of a pull in a slightly different direction than you usually do, or you'll kind of be made aware that this you'll just kind of feel like something is nearby. You'll feel like, I guess you're just being prepared in some way. Any other notes on what might be happening for you this week? And if you want something personalised to you, you can come get a reading via the link in my bio. I've got a summer sale on at the moment, so things are a bit cheaper than they usually are. They're ever that expensive. What can I say? I'm budget. I'm the little version of tarot readers. But I should still be taken seriously because I'm very good. The moon, otherwise it feels like it's going to be kind of like a weird and mysterious week. I feel like there's going to be a strange energy kind of going around. With the Hanged Man, I feel like a lot of things for you are going to feel stuck, but this is the energy of the calm before the storm, almost. It feels to me as though there's alongside this stuckness, alongside this things not really necessarily kind of moving maybe as fluidly as you would like them to, in general in your life, across any area, there's also a sense of mystery surrounding it. It almost kind of feels witchy in some way. But I'm really getting the sense of autumn. It almost feels autumnal somehow, and I know that we're only in the beginning of August, but there is this energy of like an autumnal kind of nature that I can almost smell, like, I don't know, cinnamon and stuff. So it feels like the calm before the storm this week. You might feel a strange energy, you might have slightly strange physical sensations. Maybe you'll just kind of like feel heavy, a little bit headachy here and there. The Tower in reverse. Interesting. Oh, Page of Coins and the Hierophant. Keep doing what you're doing. You don't need to change your approach right now. Keep doing what you're doing. With this Tower in reverse, it feels as though you're being realigned a little bit. Usually with this Tower in reverse, I would say, hey, there's maybe something in your life that you need to look at, that you're kind of, you need to just sort of let it fall down. You need to let the cards fall where they may. You're like holding on too tightly. But I kind of feel like if you're in the space of generally practicing acceptance with where you are in your life anyway, you should continue on that vein. It feels as though you're being realigned with something. That's the mysterious energy coming through. You think tectonic plates are shifting beneath your feet, but you can't really see what they're aligning you with right now. You will, but big shifts are happening kind of behind the scenes for you this week in terms of your alignment with the things that are meant to come in towards you, I guess. So keep going. Don't change your approach too much. Like, don't make any sudden moves. But like, maybe expect things to be a little stagnant this week. Don't get upset if they are. And yeah, take comfort in the fact that you and somebody else are manifesting each other. There's somebody dressed as a Victorian. There we go. Nice way to end the reading. Alright, I'll leave that there. Bye!